Okay, we are entering our, this is the Fruita area. We're getting ready to enter our Capital Reef Campground, but there's so many walking trails through here. Picnic tables, there's nature centers, little museums. This looks really cool. We're gonna be here for the next 3 nights. There's a little Fremont River. Let me see if there's any water flowing. Everything's been so dry. We have a little water flowing in the river. And then this is the Gifford House parking. I wonder if that's where you get the pies.
Yes.
Okay, Gifford House Museum and Store, and it's open from 9 a.m. to 4:30. Everything's closed. It's about 5:05. We're just now getting in. Really cute. Oh, that's the campground right here, it looks like, Ron. I got horses and stuff. So we're getting ready to enter Fruita Campground. Let me see what site we're in. Hey, Ro.
Hello, what do you know?
We're up here at the Fruita Campground at Capital Reef National Park. The campsite looks really nice. Actually, we're going to be here for 3 nights. They have a fire pit, picnic tables. All of the campsites are on concrete pads that are fairly level, practically very level actually. And we really like the scenery here. Is really nice. The campground's really quiet. It's absolutely gorgeous here. These are some of the scenes from our campsite. There's scenic sites all around. There's wonderful trails to drive to. We're walking distance to the restrooms. Doesn't look like any fruits in season right now. We're up here on May 16th and restrooms are right down the hill from us. We're in site, I think it's 40. We're in site 42. But this is the Fruita Campground. It is full right now. You can get in on reservations.gov. It's 6-month rolling window. So it looks like we've got pit toilets here as well as regular restrooms. I'm assuming there's a pit toilet, but look at the scenery. It's really nice. There's garbage bins over here. All the sites are really nice. They're all on concrete pads. Hello. So it looks like we got a water fountain here, got a wash basin. They do have a dump station and a potable water fill station for your rig. It looks posted for things to do. Oh, gray water disposal. And here are the restrooms. They're dimly lit. They're very clean. This whole campground is really, really clean. I really like it, loving it. Well, let's explore a little bit of Capital Reef together. It's a wrinkle in the earth. A vibrant palette of color spills across the landscape before you.
The hues are constantly changing, altered by the play of light against the towering cliffs, massive domes, arches, bridges, and twisting canyons. Over millions of years, geologic forces shaped, lifted, and folded the Earth, creating this rugged, remote area known as the Water Pocket Fold. Creating the Water Pocket Fold, Capitol Reef's defining geologic feature is a wrinkle in Earth's crust, extending nearly 100 miles from Thousand Lake Mountain to Lake Powell. It was created over time by 3 gradual yet powerful processes: deposition, uplift, and erosion. The result is a classic example of a monocline, or one-sided fold, in the otherwise horizontal rock layers. Deposition. The climate and geography changed dramatically over the past 280 million years. The environment was once oceans, deserts, swamps, and riverbeds, creating nearly 10,000 feet of sedimentary rock made of limestone, sandstone, and shale. Before I continue with the history of Capitol Reef, we're going to have a quick look at the Gifford House and some of the mule deer that wander the park constantly.
This here's the Gifford House at Fruita Campground, and this is where you come to buy your pies and pastries, and we're gonna go check it out. They say if you don't get here early enough, they run out of pies, but we are here in the low season, so we should be okay. Here's the scenery right around it. So you can, from the campground, you can park and go in, or you can walk over right from the campground. It's really close by. Then they got parking right across the street, and it leads to about 3 different trailheads, or 4, for different scenic sites. The area around here is beautiful. They really maintain this place. I'm assuming all these sprinklers are running off from the river. So anyway, the Gifford House. Oh, it's a museum also, and store. They have a really nice seating area right here for your picnic tables. You can sit out here and eat. It's great. It's all grassy. It's just beautiful this time of year. We're here on May, let's see, it's May 17th today.
These are some of the offerings of the Gifford House, and the pies were really good. The cinnamon rolls were excellent also. And a lot of the things that you see that are canned are things that they actually produce on the property here at Capitol Reef. Okay, so let's continue with the uplift. Between 50 and 70 million years ago, an ancient fault was reactivated during a time of tectonic activity, lifting the layers to the west of the fault over 7,000 feet higher than those to the east. Rather than cracking, the rock layers folded over the fault line. Continued uplift occurred again some 20 million years ago. Erosive forces sculpted uplifted rock layers. Much of the carving occurred between 1 and 6 million years ago. Water, along with the pull of gravity, is the primary erosive force here. Powerful rains, flash flooding, and freeze-thaw cycles loosen, crack, and wash away stone, creating canyons, cliffs, domes, and bridges. Here we're seeing some carvings, petroglyphs, and paintings, pictographs, on rock walls, and they're reminders of the people who lived here from 300 to 1300 Common Era and even earlier. They were ancestors of the modern-day Hopi, Zuni, and Paiute tribes. The stories told on these rock walls depict maps, journeys, clan symbols, deities, animals, and calendars. People farmed the fertile land adjacent to the Fremont River and other nearby creeks. They supplemented crops by hunting wildlife and harvesting nuts, berries, and seeds. After 1300 Common Era, no evidence of this culture is found. Here's a look at the schoolhouse, and the National Park Services restored the Fruita schoolhouse to the way it looked in the 1930s when it was bustling with students. In the 1800s, Mormons established the small settlement of Fruita at the confluence of the Fremont River and Sulphur Creek. They built irrigation systems to water orchards and pastures and sustained self-reliant agriculture lifestyles for decades. Families tended the apple, peach, pear, and apricot trees. The park maintains the orchards, schoolhouse, blacksmith shop, and the Gifford House as reminders of the pioneers' times.
Okay, we're on the 8-mile scenic drive in Capitol Reef National Park. Up here you can find different trailheads. So we're going to do the 8 miles of paved road, but then if you wanted to go in deeper, there's actually 20 miles of trail, or excuse me, 20 miles of road, but it is all unpaved. If you have a 4-wheel drive, that'd probably be ideal. This Capitol Reef Drive is really pretty. They must get a lot of flash floods through here because they have a lot of drainage for flash flooding when the weather gets real bad. Ron was saying the flash floods have washed Fruita away a few times. We're on the 8-mile scenic drive behind the Fruita Campground in Capitol Reef National Park. Cars coming. Just turning into a 1-lane road here.
Look closely. This landscape can be deceiving. It may appear barren and lifeless, but it's home to a rich diversity of plant and animal species. Variations in topography, geology, elevation, and precipitation combine to create 7 zones teeming with life. This high desert is a patchwork of pinyon, juniper forest, ponderosa, and mixed conifer forest, grasslands, riparian habitats, mixed shrub and badlands, home to over 100 species of mammals, reptiles, amphibians, and fish, 239 species of birds, over 900 species of plants, and 33 ecological systems. Boy, that was a mouthful. Living here has its challenges. Plants and animals have adapted, physically and behaviorally, to survive in this land of excessive heat, seasonal flash floods, winter snow, and variable low precipitation. Climate change is resulting in increasing temperatures, more erratic precipitation, and intense solar radiation. How will they cope and adapt? Only time will tell. Capitol Reef National Monument was established in 1937 and became a national park in 1971. Today, millions of visitors from around the world marvel at the majesty of the Colorado Plateau, the water pocket fold, and the rich natural and cultural features preserved for future generations.
We are still coming out of the 8-mile scenic drive here at Capitol Reef. Both ways have some incredible views.
After a hearty breakfast, we were out exploring again. Anyway, we did do a couple of the ranger programs that we really enjoyed. One was on the birds of Capitol Reef, and that was I think it started like 8:30 in the evening, so we brought our flashlights and walked to the amphitheater. It was a lot of fun. And then there was another one during the day on geology, the geology of Capitol Reef, which was really interesting. I highly recommend the ranger programs. Anytime we have a chance, we always go and stop in and enjoy those. I even enjoyed a little bit of me time and did a little painting. So it was really nice and relaxing. I always try to get a painting in wherever we go. Another thing that we really enjoyed at Capitol Reef were the herds of mule deer. They were just all over the place. In the late afternoon, early morning, during the daytime, they would sit out on the grasses and just relax out there by the sprinklers. Some would even lie down in the sprinklers and just get wet. And boy, they just really enjoy Capitol Reef. It's what an environment for them. It's perfect. You'll also see signs on the road that say Marmot Crossing. They're not a joke. They have quite a few marmots up here in Capitol Reef, and they walk really slow. Anyway, always be sure to watch for them on the road so you don't run them over. They're all over the place, and they're pretty cool little creatures. Well, you've been road trekking with Ro and Lo. I hope you enjoyed our segment on Capitol Reef National Park. We really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it also. And if you did, please do subscribe, and that way you'll be notified when I place new content. Otherwise, the world is so big out there. Get out there and have a look at it. Happy RVing or camping. Any way you can get out there, just do it. Thank you for watching and have a great day.